Back inside our countdown to kickoff here on News Talk 1230 KFJB AM 93.9 FM and also on KFJB-TV. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button to follow along and get game alerts to make sure that you don't miss out on number 27 making plays on the offense and defensive side. And, you know, we can't forget the special teams side as well for number 27, Nick Rebik. Of course, a senior for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Senior year, you guys 1-2 heading into a big matchup here tonight against the Fort Dodge Dodgers. What's this rivalry mean to you?
It's a big rivalry. I mean, every time we play Fort Dodge in any sport, it's always a big deal. They're a scrappy team that you might not have any guys that'll blow you away, but they're gonna play hard and physical.
They're gritty, kind of tough. Much like the Bobcats. You guys last Friday night didn't put up any points in that first half, but you came out, you converted 3 of 3 drives, scored 21 points in the second half, and really just kind of grinded your way back into that game. What do you think that says about you and your teammates in a game like that where you're down 21-0? You could lay down, but you guys come back and give it quite the effort.
Yeah, I think all of us were really good at just keeping our heads down and just grinding. I mean, we know that sometimes it's not always going to work out great. No football game is perfect, but I think a lot of our guys, they just put their heads down and go.
Yeah. Of course, you rushed for over 100 yards on the season. You have a touchdown reception. On the defensive side of things, you're up to 15 tackles through 3 games. Very involved in that linebacker crew, one of the leaders in that linebacking crew, which you guys are playing a 3-4 this season. Have you been happy with your defensive play so far this season, obviously being one of the big key guys back there?
Yeah, I think our defense has been really good this year. I think in that Waterloo East game, I think we held them on a couple times on the goal line. They didn't get any points. The one time they scored was when they got that ball in there on our 19. So I think this is a lot about our defense.
A lot of bend but don't break, in that game that you mentioned. And then last week, you guys, if it weren't for a fluke hook and ladder on a 4th down play, you wouldn't have given up any points in the second half. Where does that come from? What kind of adjustments, I guess, maybe is the question, were made to be able to be successful like that?
I think a lot of the guys that might not start, but I think a lot of the guys come off the bench and they're big parts still in the defense. They still play a big role. Guys get tired, so the guys that come off the bench are a big part in our defense.
And we talk a little bit about your defensive game and also your offensive game, but don't forget the special teams game. We saw you run a few back last year on kickoffs. You almost took one back earlier this year as well, too. How much pride do you take in the special teams, knowing that can make an impact in the game, too?
Yeah, I think it's a big deal. Little things matter. Whether it's special teams or whatever it is, the little things matter. Some guys think special teams it's a play off, but it's really not. Special teams can make or break a game.
A lot of people love following you. We do too in the booth, and of course, not only in the football season, but what other sports do you play? Wrestling and baseball, right?
Yeah, I wrestle and I play baseball.
All right, and you're a pretty good wrestler, from what I hear.
Maybe.
And a pretty good baseball player as well too. I know we see you play, catcher, outfield, the infield last year. Where do you like to play though on the baseball side?
I like to be in the outfield.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun to run around out there.
Yeah, good deal. What's next for Nick Rebik after your senior season?
Hopefully playing baseball somewhere.
Cool. Good luck, all right?
Thank you.
Appreciate the time as always. That's our Cat Connection here. It's all brought to you by your Marshalltown Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. When we come back, we will visit with the head man. It is Adam Goodvin on our countdown to kickoff right here on News Talk 1230 KFJB and KFJB-TV.